But you grew up in Malibu, really?
Well, I
remember in the book.
I was transplanted from Ohio, so literally, if you can imagine, like, suburban Midwestern boy thrown into the wolves of Malibu in the mid-'70s. It was unbelievable culture shock.
You wrote so evocatively about that time in that first book.
I'm obsessed with that time. I'm obsessed.
I am too.
With what I saw in the 70s in Malibu. Malibu in the 70s was like, if Malibu in the 70s were a movie, it would be Lord of the Flies meets Boogie Nights meets Stand By Me, but directed by swingers on Blow.
Yes. Right.
That's what it was.
You must have been getting laid like
No, to the contrary, sir.
That is not true.
To the contrary.
That is so not true.
I came up in a time when it wasn't cool to be a child actor. I mean, it wasn't. It's almost impossible, particularly for you. You're in the middle of it.
Yes.
There was no Us Magazine. There was no MTV. There was no Nickelodeon. Yes. There was no the business of making movies was by adults for adults.
Yes.
And if you were a kid actor, you played someone's kid, and that was it. There were always outliers like, I don't know, Family Affair or whatever the heck it would be, or there've always
Buffy
been
and Jody.
But the media wasn't fixated with youth, so it wasn't in the zeitgeist, and people thought I was a freak. People like, oh, that's the actor guy. Now, if you go back to the same schools that I went to, every kid there has a holding deal at NBC.
Right. But I mean, you still looked like you looked, and you were in Malibu, and
they didn't like that look.
They didn't.
They did not like that look.
They didn't.
They were. I think that they thought. I didn't play beach volleyball.
Right. Did you surf?
No, and I didn't surf.
But you do surf now.
I do, and I do all of it now. But I was from the Midwest, so I wanted to play like football and wiffle ball. And they're like, bro, we're gonna go do a side out at the beach. I was like, what?
Right.
So I was never ever in the cool group.
Wow.
And you know what that's like when you're 13 and 14 if you're not in the cool group. So that's why I just made up for it with Lost Time later on.